Hi, welcome to day 2 of our devotional that we're doing with Victory Over Anxiety. And I hope that you maybe got out where we live here in Omaha. It's been a beautiful day with a lot of sunshine and warmer temperatures and fun to see people being out and about. And I know people commented about how many people they see walking around their neighborhoods now as spring is really springing up and things are starting to bud, and just nice to see some activity, and when we've been having to be so cooped up and everything and isolated. So with that isolation, there's days that go by and everything isn't happy and cheery, and I'm just being honest, right? I am not always positive, and there's ways to combat that, and that's why I thought of having this devotional and getting into the scripture and finding readings that will help you get through some of these tough times and lean on other people. So if you have friends that you can reach out to, don't ever feel like you're alone. Reach out now that we have social media, just being a part of a group out there, phone calls, text, people are not very far away that want to be with you. And now if we can get out, we can make sure that we practice our social distancing and still being able to maybe take a walk with someone and just sharing and talking, even if we need to cry, it's okay. Releasing any of those tensions and those emotions is good. So with that being said, I will start with our second day of our devotional, and what it is titled here is Anxiety. What is it? What is anxiety? If you've ever experienced it in any of your own life, you know firsthand that defining the wide range of thoughts and feelings associated with this emotion can be quite difficult. So before we go any further, I want to define anxiety for you because I think people need to understand what it truly means. So the dictionary defines it: an apprehensive uneasiness or nervousness, usually over an impending or anticipated ill. An abnormal or overwhelming sense of apprehension and fear, often marked by physical signs such as tension, sweating, increased pulse rate, by doubt concerning the reality and nature of a threat, and by self-doubt about one's capacity to cope with it. So we think in terms of anxiety, we're thinking in terms of feeling dread, apprehension, uncertainty about things. And as I mentioned in day 1's reading, I found that there are 3 main areas of this uncertainty comes into play. 1, when we're uncertain about something that's currently going on in our lives. Number 2, when we're uncertain about things that happened in our past and why they keep bothering us. And number 3, when we're uncertain about the future. The bottom line is all of our feelings of dread, apprehension, and uncertainty come down to one thing: the fear of not being in control. If there's something beyond our control and we feel uncertain about that outcome, that's going to create anxiety within us. And in the New Testament, the word anxiety means distracted or pulled apart, the opposite of peace. The distraction and that pulling apart is going to create stress within us. And that stress, whether we realize it or not, is going to have a profound effect on our lives. So we'll focus more on anxiety devastating effects on our health in day 5 of this reading plan. But for now, I want you to understand that anxiety can and will affect your entire body. It will make you feel physically ill. It will divide your mind. And where your mind goes, your overall health of your body will eventually follow. That's why recognizing what it is and learning to deal with it as an all-encompassing emotion of anxiety is of a paramount importance in your life. And with this reading, Proverbs 12:25. Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. So my encouraging word for you is to know that there is hope, and there is, with that hope, we'll have a peace in our heart. Maybe I'll challenge you now for the rest of the evening is to say kind words, to reach out to someone, say thank you for being you. Thank you for being there for me. I appreciate you, and we're going to be okay. And until I see you tomorrow, have a great evening.